and we have a very special guest in studio with us tonight. It's the man who led Providence baseball to history this season, going 34-0 and winning the 4A state title. Danny Hignite, welcome to the show. It is so great to have you on.
Thank you so much for having me. It's awesome.
All right, Danny, so this is your second state title with Providence. You led the Panthers to one, your first, back in 2015. How does this one compare to that first one?
It's really different. Obviously your first one's your first, and at the time my children were really small, and it was a completely different ball club than this year, but still so surreal, so special for our kids and their families and our school and our admin. It's been a wild ride the last 48 hours.
I bet. So did you have an idea, like, with this team of what they were capable of early on, or was it something that came to mind as the season went on? It's like, hey, you guys haven't lost a game yet.
No, I felt coming out of last year, and we unfortunately lost in the regional finals, so we were a game away, and returned really the core of the club, including our pitching staff, which was really, really good. So I felt like we had a chance. Obviously, you don't think about going undefeated or 34-0. You just think about the opponent and getting prepared for that. But we had a special group of kids that worked so hard, and they're rewarded for it.
Well, I wanted to ask you about the perfect season. I mean, that's an impressive feat within itself, but to be the first team to accomplish that in the 4A, it's never been done before. So what does that mean to you and your program to be a part of history like that? Because your team is now the standard of what other great teams will be compared to moving forward.
Yeah, it's tough to beat that one. It didn't hit me until we were on the bus ride, and we were about 20 minutes outside of Burlington, and I turned around, I looked at our coaching staff, and I was like, we freaking went 34-0. Like, that's unreal. But I didn't think about it. People always ask you about the record and is this the best team you ever coached and those questions. But it didn't really hit me until we were on the bus ride home, and super cool.
Well, I didn't ask you that, so we're going to switch it up here on Charlotte Sports Live. But I do want to ask you, what does it take to get to this point? Like, you've been through it now twice, once with the perfect season. What does it take to keep these young men focused like that on a common goal to help them achieve greatness like this?
It's really about the young man and their dedication and hard work, whether it's the 6 o'clock in the morning lifts or the long practices, and we go 6 days a week. And, really we only have a couple weeks off in August and downtime outside of our dead periods, but it's their dedication and hard work and their trust in me, and what eventually becomes my trust in them, because at the end of it, the team's theirs. They're held accountable for it, and just I can't tell you how hard these kids work and how committed they are to our program and how much they trust in me, which is very special.
What is it like for you as a coach? I mean, you won this in 2015. Now you're back, years later. What do you work on? Like, was there a difference from you in 2015 as a coach to now?
Yeah, I had a much better beard this year, which is gone now. But no, I try and stay humble and stay the same and go to work, and I'm blessed. I've got a great family, a great support system in my wife, and our school admin's phenomenal over there in supporting me. But I just try and set our players up for success, and we've had a ton of guys go on and be successful both on the field and off, and obviously winning championships, which is really special. But I just try and show up and go to work every day and do everything I can for our kids.
What is that example that you set? You talk about the hard work on and off the field. Why is that so important to you as a coach?
I think it's just something that was ingrained in me from my parents. I grew up watching them work hard, and it's just how I was raised. And I think our kids at Providence High School are taught to work hard, and they've got great families at home. I definitely can't take all the credit for that, but they work hard, they do their duties, and they watch me and our coaching staff and how hard we work for them, and they appreciate that.
Well, from all of us here at Charlotte Sports Live, we want to congratulate you guys on such a great accomplishment. 34-0, the Providence Panthers. Danny Hignite, we appreciate you having you on, and we will be right back with more Charlotte Sports Live right after the break.